All right, this video is going to be a little different than everything else. There's no trek to a waterfall or to a spectacular overlook. What I wanted to do, and this has always been the plan from day one, is to provide updates about, we'll call it the business side of heavy nature. I started the channel on my birthday, my 53rd birthday, Halloween 2020. I like to pick dates to start things that I can remember pretty easily, and that was a good one. So by the end of January, I have some stats that I've collated, and we can talk about the first 90 days of having a landscape photography vlog on YouTube, and the steps I've taken to incorporate everything that goes into that. I am a total beginner in the YouTube space, although I've been a graphic designer and a multimedia designer for over 20 years. I think I have that's my toolbox, so I'm pretty confident with those aspects of this. But getting into the vlogging, the camera, the recording is all new, and I'm thoroughly enjoying every step of the way. And my intent was always to provide a way for people to follow along, not just in the development as a photographer, but as a YouTube content creator, because I'm sure there's other people out there. I've seen many other channels with photographers, especially landscape photographers that I follow and subscribe to, who have anywhere from a handful of subscribers to hundreds of thousands, and all in between. A lot of them are under that 1,000 subscriber mark, which is what YouTube requires for monetization. So you need to hit that 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours within the watch hours are within the previous 12 months. So there's that means you need a fair amount of content over that time frame. And so I've been trying very hard to stick to a once a week upload schedule. I have 14 videos uploaded in that 3-month time frame, and 2 of those are shorts. They're less than 60-second videos. They are in vertical format, and it's kind of YouTube's response to the TikTok generation. And I did a couple of those to experiment. They in the end, I think they did okay. One did really well, over 500 views. And for me, being a young content creator, well, new to the space content creator, gray eyebrows here, not too young. That was I'm thrilled with that. Out of the 14 videos, 2 are shorts. 8 of those 14 are photography related videos, meaning it's me out in the field. It's showing how I compose photos, and show you those final post-process images. So one thing I've noticed, this wasn't by design, but the beginning of my channel, these first 3 months, the photography related videos have been very heavy on composition, where I'm out in the field and you see my finger pointing, look at this is what I'm trying to pay attention to, and all that. And I think that is for a couple reasons. One is my background. What I'm comfortable with is my eye for composition, being a designer for so long. And I think it's also not really a hesitation, but relying on that strength to start the channel with. Eventually I will be getting into more of tutorials in software, in Lightroom and Photoshop, but I also want to take the time to continue to study and learn more about that, so I can really feel comfortable presenting, like, this is how I did this, and editing a photo and having you follow along in that post-processing. So those videos are coming. When I mentioned the 14 videos to date, 8 of those, just over half have been photography based. There's been some background with starting a channel. There's been, the questions from my pocket, which is kind of a segment I enjoy, and I'll do more of those as time goes by. I talked about my goals for the year. I talked about, other aspects of who I am in relation to wanting to be a better photographer, meaning about mind and body. There's how to prepare your body to better enjoy landscape photography, and that there'll be more of the health, physical aspects because of me. It relates to myself completely, where I have extra weight on my frame. I have sore knees, plantar fasciitis, dealing with, food on the trail, preparing how to be healthy, just all those different aspects of somebody who may be getting older or who's heavier, and how to just better enjoy this whole experience, being outside, seeing the beautiful landscapes, and capturing nature. So that's something I'm really passionate about, and hopefully will offer my best to you in that capacity. And that's how I really envision heavy nature being that extra tool beyond camera settings or composition, is you, the photographer, and making yourself a better person so that you can be a better photographer. So let's talk about what do I do to promote my YouTube channel. In YouTube itself, you want to spend a lot of time researching. There's a lot of help out there, a lot of high-profile channels that'll help you become, for beginners, to get those basic techniques down. It boils down to some real basic things, like YouTube is a search engine, bottom line. So you want to prepare your content for search, which means title, keywords, description, tags, all that stuff related to, and YouTube's owned by Google, so related to a Google search is really helpful. Being a designer, I think I have a good sense of creating thumbnails that are attractive and attention grabbing, and I'll keep playing around with different styles, but I've been kind of whittling down toward a style that I think I'm going to move forward with. So that's within YouTube itself. There's a lot to do, and it takes a lot of time. There's a lot of learning time put into the learning aspect of it, and then the actual implementation of what you've learned, and then honing that, specifically the thumbnail and the tweaking of words within a title and description and so forth. There's also you want to pin a comment. You want to be it doesn't have to be the first comment, but when you write a comment and you pin it, it now rises to the top of the comments on your video. So people pretty much, even on mobile, will always see that comment first. So it's important to do a little self-promotion in there. You don't want to be too spammy with any of this. Those are some things I've been focusing on within the YouTube platform. Outside of that, I also, at the same time I started my YouTube channel, I started an Instagram account, Heavy Nature Photo, and you see that within the videos. I put up that little animated graphic with the screen name. I do have a Twitter account. I'll have to admit, I'm not taking advantage of it. I share the video through Twitter, but I'm not adding any extra content to that right now, and I don't know what to do with Twitter just yet. I know it's a very popular platform. I don't see it for me as a tool for discovery of heavy nature, but more of, once there's a community, a larger community, maybe some more staying in touch with supporters and people who follow you in that aspect. So I'm not putting a lot of energy into that just yet. Facebook is another big one for me. I have my page, my business page on Facebook, started at the same time 3 months ago. Everything is kind of in that same ballpark. I've got 96 subscribers on YouTube. Well, at the end of 3 months, 92. I think I'm around 115 or so by the end of January followers on Instagram. And I think my Facebook page has about 130 people who like it and follow it. So for 3 months, I'm absolutely fine with the pace of the growth of heavy nature and the social media presence. I'm enjoying every aspect of the whole experience, especially the YouTube and video creation. But on Facebook, it's another opportunity to obviously share your video, your YouTube video, to your page or to groups. And you have to be really careful not to come off too spammy with Facebook groups, because you'll get banned for one. A lot of times when you request to join a group, they say in their rules many times, you know, no self-promotion, etc. There are some that you'll find where, as long as the video directly pertains to what they you know, what the group is really about, the core, then that's fine. And an example for me is there are some, I live close, not far away from North Georgia mountains. I can be there in an hour and a half or so, and really up to the border in 2 hours. And there are a couple hiking groups. So a couple of my videos related to waterfalls, they're dealing with the hiking experience to get there as well, and then I show the photos and then the process there. So they're almost, a couple of them in splits of, like, you know, what the trail is like, and then what the waterfall is like, and then photographing the waterfall and scenes throughout the hiking experience. So those have been shared and viewed and liked, and yeah, so you just got to be careful. That same explanation goes toward Reddit. So YouTube has a lot to it as far as the SEO, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Reddit. So all those avenues are just ways to promote, and every week I have a video, and I've got photos related to that video. Sometimes you can only share photos, sometimes you share photos as a tease to your upcoming video. With YouTube analytics, I just wanted to share my numbers, what I've done to get to this point 3 months down the road, and to give you some numbers for what that is. I've got my phone right in front of me here. So end of January, total subscribers 92, very close to that 100 mark for getting a custom URL. My total views were 2279, so just over 2,000 views. My total watch hours, which I'm pretty happy with at the moment, for 14 videos being released by the end of January, I have 109 hours of watch time. Total impressions, 8,500. I don't know, honestly, if that's good or bad. Any of these numbers, I don't know if they're good or bad. I just know that I'm happy with them. It's a long game, and I'm in it for the long game. I'm looking, you know, I have something I'll talk about in just a little bit, but I worked out a growth projection sheet. So I'm thrilled where I'm at right now. Click-through rate, which means when somebody sees the thumbnail, what percentage of people who see it click on it. That's at 3.5%. Obviously, you want, you know, the higher the better. I don't know if that's good or bad. I feel like as a young YouTube channel, it's average. So we'll, you know, maybe I'll learn more about that over time. My average view duration is 2 minutes and 52 seconds. I have a lot of videos that are over 10 minutes, but I think shorts, when you're not able to separate shorts from your long form videos, there's some skewing of the real numbers here. So I feel like that should be not terribly longer, but, you know, definitely over like 3.5 to 4 minutes. My latest video, Trilita Falls in Vogel State Park in North Georgia, I did my standard social media promotion, which is, you know, just sharing it on just a regular Facebook, Reddit, Instagram, Twitter, you know, all the basics, letting people know, hey, this is out. And that is currently at just over 100 views. And I'm really happy with getting 100 views on my own social media sharing efforts. That's groundwork. That's going to, over time, grow. I mean, every branch that spreads from that, every root, you know, will expand, and that'll continue to grow over time. So I'm thrilled with even getting just 100 views on a video. For someone so creative, I love data and numbers, and I've got that mix of right brain, left brain stuff going on. I was a FileMaker developer for a while, for a few years, and that was a perfect marriage of taking data and presenting it in this, this designed format that was easily legible and easy to decipher and understand. So it's weird to actually switch the gears from total design photography to spreadsheets and data. But what I did is created a growth projection spreadsheet, and I took that basic information of where I started and just extrapolated, took a goal that I had for myself, which I mentioned in one of my videos about my goals for 2021, is to reach that 1,000 subscriber mark and 4,000 watch hours by the end of 2021. So what I did is I figured out what percentage of month-over-month growth I needed in order to reach that 1,000 subscriber mark. I haven't got into the watch hours aspect of it too deep, but I ended November with 33 subscribers. And so basically going from that point, looking forward to figure out my growth, pretty much I needed a 30% month-over-month growth of subscribers in order to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2021, which in effect is 15 months, the 3 of 2020, 12 in 2021. Going from November, taking 30% of 33, and these are rounded numbers. I got rid of some decimal points in the spreadsheet, but they're in there. But December I needed to end with 43 subscribers, and I ended with 61. So I surpassed my goal. And then again for January, the projection was to end the month with 56, and I previously mentioned I ended with 92. So it's much easier to get ahead of the game early on in the year, because as time goes by, your numbers are growing. That 30% margin also expands and grows, leading through the ending the year. If I continue the projection of 30% growth month over month, I will end December with 999 subscribers. That was a long way to talk about what I'm hoping for. With hard work and persistence, I'll get there. I will get there. You can tell, I love every aspect of this. Behind the scenes, in front of the camera. So I did, the sheet has a lot of information on it. I get into other aspects of the end of the month views projected. I did a little bit of that for November and December. Watch hours. Now, because YouTube requires 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours within the previous 12 months, so you can reach 1,000 subscribers, and it may take you another 6 months to accumulate that previous year of 4,000 hours. So I'm actually ahead of the game. End of November, I had 15 watch hours, and now 109. So hopefully that becomes one of those exponential factors and just continues, so that it marries with getting the 1,000 subscribers and the 4,000 watch hours. It'd be nice if that happens roughly the same time. Bottom line, I absolutely love what I'm doing with Heavy Nature, the YouTube channel, the photography, the getting outdoors, experiencing the world and the beauty of nature. It doesn't get any better than that for me, especially when I get to go with my family and friends and make some videos and content and hopefully help others learn about what's out there, especially right now in North Georgia, but also maybe getting into some processes and workflows and how to deal with sore knees on a incline and steps and all that stuff. So thank you for being a part of it. Thank you for supporting the channel. I appreciate every single one of you, the comments, the subscribers, the likes, anywhere and everywhere that heavy nature has a presence, and you've helped make that happen. And I look forward to continued growth. I look forward to expanding the community and getting to know more people, and hopefully this pandemic will get under control so that we can actually meet people and go on workshops and excursions, and share that passion for photography and landscape photography. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Interesting. That'll be a cut. The entrance to our subdivision looks beautiful, as always. I just picked the wrong time to talk to the camera. Yeah, I don't know what you can hear, but I'm in my backyard. I would much prefer you hear the birds. My camera thought I said shut the hell up. This will be a jump cut. Jump cut. Okay, can't do it in one take. You hear that chainsaw? Bing. There's gonna be lots of editing. Lots of editing.